Okay, so here we are on step 2. So step 2, we need some more parts, namely our A1 and A2 part, which are the two sides of the gearbox. We need these gears, which are your BG1, and this one here is your BG2. We also need from the parts tree NN4, you need 2 of those. We also need this little guy here, which is from the BG3, which is a little 5x1mm plastic plastics. We also need the screw, which is a 3x16mm BA4 screw. We need a BA9, a 5x0.2mm shim. We need our 1050 bearing, one of those. We need our 840 bearings, 3 of those. We need our little pin, 2x8mm shaft. We need this BA18 main shaft, and this BA19, which is a middle shaft. So you can see there, I've put all the components that I need and collected those as I do with the drawing. Okay, now we'll show you how to put it together. Okay, so let's do the shafts first, shall we? So we're going to take on the drawing here, which is our BA19 shaft. So you can identify that with the 2 holes and this here. So there we are. Right, so we need to make sure that we've got one of the pins, which is this little pin guy here, the hand. We're going to need one of them. So let's put this together. So we've got one of our 840 bearings, and we've got one of our NN4s. Okay, so that's going to go on this way around, and then we take one of our 840 bearings, go on there. Okay, and we're going to put this pin in the hole, like so, and then these are going to come up to it. All right, we're also going to take our BG1, and this is going to go over the top of this pin. Okay, because there's 2 sides to that, and we want this side. There we go. Another one of our NN4s. Okay, and another one of our 840 bearings, like that. So that's one. Okay, and we need to do the same again with this BA18 one, which is slightly different. It's got this hex bit on this side. So, but again, principle's the same. So you're going to pop on the this goes over the end, and you can see this goes over the end because this has got like a hex in this side. There we are. Okay, then you take your 840 bearing on the end, like so. And then in this side, we're going to take this little 5x1mm spacer, plastic spacer, which is BG3. Pop that down, and that's going to collect in where the BG2 is. That's going to collect in. You can see it goes in. All right, so then we're going to take one of our shims. You have to excuse me, I'm going to press that, see if I can get that onto my finger, like that. There we go, and that's going to go over the top, like so. There we are. Then once we've got our shin, we need our JJ7. A bit that we missed. Hold on a minute, I'll just get JJ7. And here I am with JJ7. There we go. I missed that off the tree, so I had to quickly go and get that. There we are. So that JJ7 goes over the top, and then we take our 1050 bearing that goes next, like that. So that's now these 2 made up, and we now put those into the gearboxes, A1 and A2, the gearbox cover sides. Okay, so we're going to pop the one with the bigger gear. Okay, so get the orientation correct. You can tell actually which one's which. A1 is the one that's got a slight recess. This recess here is recessed, whereas A2 is got the shoulder. Okay, so that goes through. That goes through the bottom one like that. This goes into the top one like that. Take our other side, our other half the gearbox, and they marry up like that. So before we seal that all in, I need to put a bit of grease on it. And here you go, here, look, just put a bit of grease on here, and what I've done is plenty of grease, but at the same time move the wheels around, and one wheel transfers it onto the other. It should be nicely greased. Happy with that. And if you need to, you could use a little brush if you like, just to make sure it's brushed all in. There we go. Happy with that. There we are. So let's bring the two halves back again. Pop the two halves back together, like so. And then what we need to do is take this BA4, the 3x16mm screw, and we need to make sure this is screwed through with the end that is countersunk. So let's take a look. Aha, this side here, look. Okay, so it's that way around. Okay, there we are. And take our large screwdriver and screw that together. There we go. Don't go too mad. Finger tight. Plus a little extra. There you are. That's done. So they should spin nicely. There you go. Yeah. There you go. And as you can see, that's spinning nicely in there. Nicely greased. Right. So there we are. That is step 2 done.